Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Here are the big dates to write down for September. I'll also put them in the description box down below. The month of September starts with Virgo energy trining you, your Sun, Moon, or Ascendant in your fifth house of love and romance. That stays with us until the Sun moves into Libra on September 23rd. Mercury is here, but now moving direct and fully out of shadow and on the coffee by September 12th. Venus is in Libra until September 22nd. So lots of energy around love, romance, fun, creative endeavors, children, sports, speculative investments, and your sixth house of health, day-to-day routines, pets, work you do to pay the bills are also highlighted all throughout the month as well. The best time of the year for the rest of the year to initiate new beginnings in your life will be now from September 12th through October 6th, as all personal planets will be direct in moving forward, and those personal planets are Venus, Mars, and Mercury. The Sun and Moon are also personal planets, but they don't retrograde. On September 2nd, the new moon in Virgo at 11 degrees will happen in your fifth house of love, fun, and romance. The Sun is here as well, further amplifying matters and new beginnings around romance, children, speculative gains, and sports. This also trines you and affects you strongest if you have Virgo placements Virgo placements or Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising from 5 to 16 degrees. New love can come in, love affairs or children can be in focus now, or you can be focused on your children's education, their wellness routines, like doctor checkups for the winter season. The Sun is in its home in the fifth house as it rules this house. This is a Leo house. So you may be expressing your creativity right now or being recognized for a creative project or even in the spotlight. On September 6th, Mars enters Cancer, your third house, highlighting where you live, your neighborhood, local community, siblings, travel, usually by car with the third house. Third house represents vehicles as well. Elementary education, this is the lower mind is the third house, ninth house is higher mind. In the third house, also like meeting spaces where you could write and communicate, like libraries, cafes, bookshops. Social media falls here, book writing, blogging, and marketing too. Since Cancer naturally rules the fourth house and Mars will spend time in Leo, your fourth house, home and family matters could be in the mix as well. You could be preparing for a home move or purchasing a new house. Maybe purchasing and contracts are falling in this third house, and you start making the moves when Mars goes into Leo in the fourth house, changing your neighborhood, which could take a bit of time to settle in, as Mars will spend a lot of time in Cancer, then Leo. Again, Leo rules the fourth house due to the upcoming retrograde that will happen in December. Take care with like brashness or impatience with family and friends over the next few months, as Mars is inflammatory and not in its domicile in Cancer. If family issues crop up at this time, try to find someone to help you resolve or heal those issues. If there is any kind of deep family wounding or throughout the history or lineage of your family, some of these things can kind of like rear up now and over the next several months. Now and through next spring would be a really good time to work on this, as Mars will be lending a lot of like energy and drive to fix and to heal problems. You could be investing a lot of energy in a community project or a new house, a business possibly with siblings or friends, a book, and if it is writing or another creative project, sign your contracts within the all systems go window period of Inner Planets Direct. Once again, that's September 12th until October 6th. And I will also list these dates in the description box down below. Handle your contracts, your purchases, new phones, your media equipment. Launching a small business can happen. The third house is a business and marketing house, now before Mars enters its shadow period by October 7th. So Mars is in its shadow period for a good 8 weeks before retrograding. Mars will fully enter retrograde in December in Leo and will move back into Cancer again, intensely highlighting the third house and the fourth house topics that I just mentioned, all the way until next May, when he finally clears shadow and starts going forward again. On September 14th through the 15th, Jupiter and Gemini will trine Venus and Libra. This happens from your second house of bank accounts and self-worth to your sixth house of health, work, and diet. Venus co-rules you and Libra, and you could possibly be having like a glow up around these 2 days of in work contracts. Could be like a lucrative bonus or a job that comes in for you. Jupiter is here in the second until next June, trying to heal and expand your self-worth, diet, what you eat and put in your mouth, land, property investments. Again, immediate family can also fall into the second house. There could be happiness and prosperity that flows from or between family members, and just a general feel of balance and love, especially in communication with people close to you. September does have, there's so many different aspects, and there's a good mix of good ones and then some crunchy ones. And I didn't want to get into every little aspect for this month. I'm just trying to do broader strokes, as a lot of the mercurial aspects that might be difficult will pass quickly, especially with Mercury moving forward now. So I like to keep my eye on the bigger aspects, because those are typically what we want to focus on when we're feeling that crunch. You go towards where there's a good flow. And so again, on those dates, 14th through the 15th, Jupiter and Gemini will trine Venus and Libra. On September 17th, the full moon in Pisces partial lunar eclipse will be at 25 degrees. I know in the August video I said the eclipse is a 1.5 year cycle. I was really dealing with my own Mercury retrograde issue, and I had said that the nodes were shifting in the spring. The nodes will move into the Pisces Virgo axis on January 11th, 2025, lasting roughly 1.5 years or 18 months. The eclipses on the Pisces Virgo axis will be with us starting now until the last eclipse. It will be in Virgo, February 2027. So lasting for 2 years and 5 months, the eclipse cycle will. You may have already started to feel the rumblings of this eclipse cycle kicking off in August. These eclipses in the upcoming nodes will be in trine and sextile, though, to your sun, moon, and rising. So I see this as largely beneficial. The themes that will start to unfold now and going forward will be around 11th house Pisces matters for you, such as large networks, celebrities, internet, film, community, and humanitarian efforts, such as ones around the ocean cleanup and animal protection. Because this eclipse is ruled by the god of the seas, Neptune, who will conjunct this eclipse, this can be very prominent, or creating a local nonprofit or business around helping the underserved, especially children in your locale, because at the same time, Mars will bounce back and forth between Cancer, the sign of home and family, and Leo, who represents children over the next several months. Neptune and Pisces represent deep empathy, intuition, and spirituality. You may even travel to a distant place to meet with other individuals about philanthropic groups, join Greenpeace, or maybe you join like a metaphysical or astrology group via the internet. Maybe with Mars activating your business house, it's also a technology house, you are planning on starting an astrology business or a film project from home. There may be celebrities involved as well, like internet celebrities. You could become a celebrity here, especially if it's for a selfless cause. Pisces rules film, especially the visual arts. This is a hopes and wishes house too. And Jupiter is the other ancient ruler of Pisces. So it's a possibility you could win the lottery, as big financial windfalls happen here. And it would look like a sudden surprise, because Uranus and Pluto will be making a sextile to this eclipse. If you were to come into big money, a very good dharmic act for you would be to maybe help out those in need, or to make a small donation or a big one to an important cause, and especially anything that helps animals and children. Virgo is the other end of this axis, your fifth house, a true love, romance, and creativity, but also lottery wins. So again, you really could come into a large gain or a large amount of money. Just don't blow the paycheck on buying tickets or raffles, etc. It's also possible, since your fifth house is looking up at your 11th house, you may meet a new love interest that could be from a past life, as the nodes of fate will start to fall here next January. I would look more to the solar eclipse to bringing in something like that, but the portals are starting to open now. And it could also look like a meeting via the internet or large groups of people, like being part of a humanitarian effort. Those are just some ideas. I pulled a tarot card for each sign for this eclipse, and the tarot card that I pulled for you, and just keep in mind this unfolding of energy will be over the next 2+ years, is the Judgment card from the Tarot of Mystical Moments. It's actually like a very beautiful card, and it came in the reverse. And it may not resonate for some. And if it does, take it with you. If not, carry on. And I'm going to actually just read the description from the deck itself. The card shows a female angel, and you can see her wings there, and then like a building or a city in the background that almost seems like ethereal in nature. Is a messenger of God. She's blowing a large golden trumpet. She's standing in the middle of a busy city, calling all the people to rise up and take a stand. She is a reminder that in the end we will all be judged for our actions and life choices, but past mistakes will be forgiven when we choose to change and make a new start. This card urges you to make amends by transforming your life. In the reversed, it means regret, blame, self-recrimination, lack of self-awareness. And when it's in the upright, it's redemption, making amends, atonement, and reconciliation. So in the reverse, this could be realizations around this full moon about where you want to make new starts, changes, or total transformations, where maybe you've been lethargic or stagnant in your life. Because the Judgment card can very much be about major transformations, coming back to life, or even health. And with this health axis being so lit up, this could be a health issue. But I don't want you to worry. I feel that if it is, you can find resolution and even healing and bouncing back by finding the right healthcare practitioner, doctor, or herbalist over this time frame, as again, these eclipses are positive for you, and the nodes will be also. Also, the Judgment card can represent Scorpio, who, funny enough that I pulled this, is your 7th house partnership house. And this could be a resurrection of sorts with an important relationship or an intimate partner. And they could alternatively be the one who is going through a major transformation. And in turn, it could have a positive knock-on effect for you. On September 23rd, the sun moves into Libra until October 22nd, illuminating your 6th house of health, daily practices to keep yourself healthy, health practitioners, herbalists fall here, pets, and the work that we do to pay our bills. You could have a glow up in health by the end of this transit, or start new trends for your diet that makes you glow by incorporating more organic greens, cutting sugar, alcohol, etc. Also, you could be in the spotlight at work, or for the work that you are doing or work that you have already done. Venus also moves into Scorpio on the 23rd until October 17th, bringing a focus for the next few weeks to your 7th house of partners and business or love, relationships, contracts, making it easier to express love with a partner or with people who are close to you. Even enemies or problems with them can settle now. You can also meet a new love when Venus transits here, and the ruler of Scorpio is Mars and Pluto. Mars is in your 3rd house, and Pluto is hovering between Aquarius and Capricorn. Aquarius is tied to the internet. So you could definitely meet somebody online via social media or dating apps, or local, maybe there's a local movement or local meeting or around humanitarian issues, and you can meet somebody there. Capricorn rules your 9th house of long distance travel, and it could possibly be somebody from a country foreign from yours if you meet them online. September 27th to October 14th, Mercury moves into Libra in your 6th house of health and daily routines, joining the sun, further highlighting work contracts, which would be great to sign now because everything's direct. New work contracts, new health practitioners you employ to help you feel better, nutrition, starting a yoga practice or a business around home design. September 29th through October 17th, we're going to finish off the month with Venus and Scorpio in your 7th house, trining over to Mars, her lover, and Cancer in your 3rd house. If you are having any difficulties in love and marriage, this beautiful trine can be used over the next few weeks to bond more deeply with a partner, have deeper intimacy, have a transformation via serious discussions now. And with the inner planet still direct, I would say this is a great time to have those talks if they're needed. You could be healing any of these topics in love, home, and relationship now. And on a lighter note, you could be securing a property deal for a new home and be moving with a partner, which would unfold over the course of the next few months. You could also be traveling locally with a partner now, and over the next several weeks. Also, money news can come up. It could be through a business contract or a significant other at this time, as Venus will be loving up the house of other, looking over at you, so you could benefit as well. It can also just be easier to commit to somebody in love or partnership at this time as well. Take care, Taurus, and we'll see you in October.